to just let things just. Let me just get it. If you guys just tuning in, because I started my broadcast before I started to record, this is a part 2 to my blog. And the blog was just saying that the people in power, especially in my market, which is Atlanta, are not doing their jobs. It's if you ask me. I feel like we have gotten so far away from what the musical standard is that it's utterly ridiculous. And you know, it's just time for us to get back to the roots. And I'm gonna explain what I mean. When I was coming up as an artist who was doing music, it was a status quo that was set, like by the artists that I liked. Like I felt like Jay-Z was like up here. You know what I'm saying? Not that I wasn't shit, but it was like, damn nigga, you know, I gotta get to where this man is at. And it wasn't defined by how much money he drove, what kind of car he had, how many records he sold. It was more about his charisma, his character, his work ethic, and the fact that the records that he came out with showed how much he valued hip-hop in general. I am so sick, like once again, sick and tired of hearing people say it's 2012, you know, you got to get up to the standard and this, that, and the third, and you know, it ain't the old days. What the fuck does the year that it is have anything to do with the quality of the music? So we saying, oh, it's 2000 goddamn 11 now, nigga. Shit, man, I know shit used to be hot, but man, we got to put this bullshit out now. You know, it's 2011. It's time to step our game down. Real shit. Get the fuck out of here. Prime example. If I was the owner of Def Jam Recordings, Def Jam is one of the pioneering labels of hip-hop, if not the first label to put hip-hop on a big platform, on a major platform. What I look like is Russell Simmons selling goddamn Def Jam Recordings to a dude or a owner who I know's priority is country music. You work so many years and so much, you put so much time and dedication into building a brand that's respectable and something that people will love and respect. It's all about integrity. You know what I'm saying? Some things you can't put a dollar amount on. Like, I got kids, I love my kids to death. You can't put a dollar amount on my kids. There is no price on my soul. You know what I'm saying? I hear niggas saying this shit, man. You never know when you get that money, man. Motherfucker, please. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna suck no dicks. I ain't finna fuck nobody in the ass. I ain't finna do none of that fuckboy shit. The motherfucker get my paper. Fuck that shit. I just be the average nigga who underrated. And I made a lot of money independent. Fuck it. Point I'm trying to make right now to you guys is, also, if I was Michael Jordan and I was getting ready to sell my company, you think I'd sell my company as Jordan to somebody who doesn't have the same interest in my product? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's gonna take away from what I've worked so hard to build. The reason the people that we talk about all the time, the Curtis Blows and all the great DJs, you know, the Kumo D's and them. I mean, I don't even want to get into names because I would never be able to stop. But the reason we talk about some of these great artists so much is because what they have given to the game is what preserved it to get it to the point it's at now. So us DJs and record pools, ain't nothing wrong with telling niggas they shit ain't good. There used to be a time where we used to hold a nigga to a standard where if his shit wasn't good, we make the nigga go get back in the motherfucking lab. Because the shit wasn't good. We made niggas feel like we are gonna hold you by our standard. And if you don't hold yourself to that standard, you won't make it in this game. Yeah, niggas can produce hit records, but we're talking about quality over quantity, not quantity over quality. I know a million niggas who say they rap. Most of their shit is bullshit. Problem is back in the day, one out of those million would have made it, especially if they stuff was bullshit. Not this day and time, half of them million niggas gonna make it because we've lowered the bar. People are always trying to make it seem like, well, you know, if it's hot, it's hot. Everything that's hot ain't hot because the people say it's hot. And even if the people is saying it's hot, the motherfucking niggas who really is in power is taking advantage of the reality that they know that they can brainwash the consumer. So you're able to get paid to promote some shit you know really ain't that good and sleep at night because you know the reality of it is that people is that the reality of it is bottom line that people are not, what's the word I'm looking for? People just should not feel like they have to be, you know, like you should not be tricking the consumer. We know that certain stuff is bullshit. People, since the A&Rs of the labels aren't grooming talent anymore, it's so very important that the label that the DJs hold these niggas to a standard and stop passing the bucket looking the other way just because a nigga got some money. If a nigga got some money, that means, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up. You got some money, I got bills to pay. But if you groom, it ought to be a way to make this shit balance out on both ends. You should be able to take good money and groom niggas, bring niggas up to a certain status quo so that niggas who doing the music will influence the people around them to put out better music. I don't give a fuck how much money a nigga done made. That don't mean that shit hot. And we got to get out of this mode of making people feel like anybody can do this shit. So, you know what I mean? You know, that's the problem. Everybody think they can fucking rap. And everybody can't. I know I can rap. Look, I'm on some real nigga shit. You know, I let my music speak for itself, but I know I can fucking rap, nigga. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm an artist, man. I try to put out quality material. But, you know, what up? I'm out. Hip Hop Blog, Hip Hop Blog, Hip Hop Blog. Yup.